So let me start with the discussion with, you can say that this is one of the most important amendment for your upcoming exams of May 24, on which CBDT has issued certain rules, certain notifications. We are going to address all of them in today's lecture with logic, with numbers. Unfortunately, in the ICI material, there is no numericals. There is only provision which is there in the ICI material. There's no numerical in the ICI material. So we need to understand all these provisions with the help of what? Some numbers. That's the reason I have given you the soft copy of one file in which I have made some examples from my end. Okay. Now, if you have done direct tax, then you might be knowing that we have done two sections in class with respect to online games. Let me address those two sections first. Which two sections we have done, sir? Let me tell you. One is section 115BBJ and one is section 194BA. Sir, where we will find these sections in our book, sir? I'll let you know. Okay. This you will find in the chapter of non-resident we have done in non-resident along with 115BB. You can go and check. Okay. And this you will find out in the chapter of, obviously, as the number suggests, 194BA. Then it has to be in which chapter? It has to be in the chapter of what? TDS and TCS. Okay. So first of all, we have done this section earlier, but at the time when we were doing this section, we did not have the detailed rules and regulations, nor we had any ICI material. Whether ICI has included those rules in the study material or not, I was not aware of that. But now we have all the things. We have the latest ICI material. We have the latest statutory updates uploaded on the website of the ICI. We have everything. So now there is no further amendment which is going to come anyhow. Whatever has to come, everything has come already. Let me speak about both of them one by one. What is 115BBJ? 115BBJ says that with effect from 1st of April 2023, if you earn anything in online games, with effect from 1st April 2023, then your net winnings will be taxable at flat how much? 30%. Just like what? Lottery, crossword, puzzle, horse race, etc., etc., etc. Okay? It will be taxable at 30%. Similarly, 194BA, a new TDS section came from 1st April 2023. This is absolutely a fresh section. Absolutely new and fresh section. Sir, online games were not subject to TDS earlier. This is a doubt which will come to students' mind. Sir, whether online games were subject to TDS or not, or whether online games were subject to tax or not before 1/4/2023, we all are aware that it's not that online game came in India from April 2023. Obviously, online game is there way before that, right or not? Do you agree or not? Yes, I've been playing online games, not as a regular user of online games, but sometimes since last 4-5 years. Okay, pre-COVID period also there was an online game like Dream 11, Fantasy League 11, this 11, that 11, different kind of online games. I have been playing that. I have been looking at that. I have been seeing that there are maximum advertisements which are there on the television during any sports event is of online games only. Yes or no? You might have also witnessed that. That during a sports event, you will not see other advertisements much. You will see more of an online advertisements. Celebrities are promoting, and even cricketers are promoting. Bollywood celebrities are promoting. So it's not that it is a new thing. It has been there since years. So earlier it was not taxable. Definitely it was taxable. Definitely it was taxable. Earlier it was taxable as per section 115BB. Okay. That is till which date? 31st March 2023. And earlier it was covered under section 194B. That is till what? 31st March 2023. It's not that it was not there earlier. It was there. But now the government has made a separate section for it in the form of 115BBJ and separate TDS section also over here in the form of 194BA. Sir, what was the need to make a separate section? It was getting covered now in 194B also, right? What was the need to make a separate section with effect from 1st April 2023? That is the entire catch. That is the entire logic and reason that we are going to learn in today's lecture. That why there is a need to make a separate section. So let me tell you why there is a need to make a separate section. Okay. So let me give you an example. In the old section, what used to happen? Old section means 194B. In the old section, the timing of TDS was payment. We all know that TDS is deducted generally on credit or payment, whichever is earlier, or in some exceptional cases on what basis? On payment basis, correct? Now, if you have your books open in front of you, you can go and see 194B. It says TDS should be deducted on what basis? Payment basis. Payment basis. The new section says that no, it should not be based on payment basis. Then it should be based on two bases. There are two bases over here. Just a second, somebody has messaged me. I took lectures for November. Do I have to attend? Yes, definitely you have to attend November 24, obviously. Whether you are a May 24 student or November 24, both of them have to learn this particular thing for your exams. Okay. In the new sections, the timing is slightly different. The timing says that you should deduct TDS at the time of withdrawal. At the time of what? Withdrawal. And also at the time of closing year. Now, what do I mean by this? Now, to understand this, let us take one example. Okay. To understand this, first of all, we need to understand the modus operandi of how this entire online game runs here. Otherwise, we'll not be able to address any of the provision over here. First of all, we need to understand how this entire online game runs. Let me explain you. Suppose this is my Dream 11 account. Dream 11 account, which is nothing but my online game. Pay attention, please. This is my credit side. This is my debit side. We are chartered accountants. We only understand the language of accounting. With the help of accounts, we'll be able to understand these things very fast. Okay. If I say orally, then it will take some time for you to understand. Suppose this is financial year 2023-24, which is our current year. Here there is an opening balance. By opening balance. Okay. In my Dream 11 account, suppose it is 0 rupees. Because I have never ever played any Dream 11, nothing Fantasy League, nothing I have played ever. I am trying for the first time in my life. Okay. So somebody has said that you put 1,000 rupees, you can earn 10 lakh rupees also. Somebody has said me. So I said that let us try the luck. Okay. Opening balance, nothing, because I have just opened the account. So how can we open the account? To open the account, the way you open an account on Facebook or Instagram, the same way you can open an account on Dream 11. Okay. But at Dream 11, there is one extra step that you have to do KYC later on if you want to withdraw the money. Okay. If you want to withdraw the money, you have to do the KYC also. Because if you are withdrawing the money, tax implications will come, then you have to give your PAN, etc. All these details has to be given. Okay. Now, right now, there is nothing. Opening balance 0, 1st April 2023. Now, in the month of June, I thought that let us play some cricket matches are going to, upcoming matches are going to come. Let us put some money. So, I loaded some money. Okay. I loaded means from my bank account, I put the money where? In the Dream 11 account. Say 10,000 rupees, for example. I said that let's play some money out of it. Some games out of this money. Okay. Is it clear? Now, in the meanwhile, what happens? Sometimes, for a few months, you are not playing the games. Okay. For a few months, you are not playing the games. So the Dream 11 people are seeing that this account is inactive. He is not playing anything for the last 3-4 months. IPL gone, World Cup gone. He is not active. So they will try to tempt you. To tempt you, they will give you some bonus. What they will give you? Some bonus amount. They will say, if you play this money, if you play Dream 11 before 30th September, we are going to give you 1,000 rupees bonus. Okay, so that can also be loaded in your account. This is not your money. This 1,000 is not your money. This is, you can say, it is a gift from Dream 11. Okay, it's a gift. It's an incentive from Dream 11 to you. Now, suppose at the end of the year, you see your closing balance. By closing balance is how much? It is 40,000 rupees. Okay. And you have withdrawn some money out of it. By withdrawn. Withdrawn means you have withdrawn from Dream 11 and you have put in your bank account. Okay. So that you can use for your personal purpose. Say on 15th of December 2023, I have withdrawn of 25,000 rupees. So how the things have changed now in the new provision, in the new law. The new law says that the TDS has to be deducted on withdrawal. Okay. And the TDS should also be deducted on what? On the, say please, on the closing balance. Now it's very logical. See, opening balance was 0 rupees. 10,000 rupees you have loaded from your pocket. 1,000 rupees you have got it free. Now, if only 11,000 rupees was there in your account, then how the hell you are withdrawing 25,000 and how the hell there is a closing balance of 40,000 rupees? Obviously, the difference between the two is nothing but your, please tell me. Please tell me, I'm not able to listen to any of you. That is my winnings only, right? I have applied how much? I have applied how much to win? 10,000 from my pocket, 1,000 as a bonus. Correct or not? Please tell me. But when it comes to withdrawal, I'm withdrawing 25,000 rupees, then I'm withdrawing, then there is a closing balance of 40,000. Obviously, the difference between the two is your winnings. So the government is targeting this amount. The government is saying at the time of withdrawal, Dream 11 has to deduct what? Please tell me. TDS. So when I'm withdrawing, what is the date? Please, I'm just giving you overview. I'm not teaching you the provision. The provision will come after some time. First of all, understand the overview of the provision. Then we will go into the legal provision later on. Dream 11 is how much you are withdrawing? 15,000 rupees. 25,000 rupees, sorry. On which date? On 15th of December. So this is the date of deduction for the Dream 11. Dream 11 will deduct on this date. And once you know that you are deducting in December, then you have to pay by when? You have to pay by 7th of the January. Are you clear? Please tell me. I'm just teaching you the timing. I'm not teaching you on how much amount TDS has to be deducted, at what rate TDS has to be deducted. All those things I'll teach you in some time. Okay, with the help of the provision. I'm just explaining with the in the most simplest possible manner a layman can understand. Sir, on closing balance also I have to deduct TDS. Yes, on closing balance also I have to deduct TDS. Earlier it was not like that. Earlier it was only on what basis? Only on payment basis. Second difference, minor difference between the old section and the new section. Old section, there was a threshold of 10,000 rupees. You can check over there. Yes, in 194B, there is a 10,000 threshold or not? Tell me, please. But in 194BA, there is no threshold. You can check in your book, respective books. I have mentioned over there, no threshold. Check, please. It means even if you withdraw 500 rupees, the TDS will be deducted. Correct or not? Please tell me. Even if you withdraw how much? 300 rupees, 500 rupees, 1,000 rupees. In the new section, TDS will be deducted. Are you clear? So now, what is our objective today? Our objective today is to understand two things. First, what does 115BBJ has to say? And then what does 194BA has to say? On both of them, CBDT has issued a circular. If you come to this book, which I have given you, on page number 78.1, this first point is for 115BBJ to compute net winnings. And this second point, third point, and fourth point, this one, numbering might be an issue over here. This is for 194BA. Okay, 194BA, 194BA, and 194BA. Now just wait. Let us first compute the net winnings. How to compute net winnings? When 115BBJ was come na, please listen, 115BBJ was come na, CBDT itself has said that how to compute net winnings, we will prescribe a rule for that later on. Okay, how to compute net winnings? Because if they would have said na, 30% of the amount withdrawn, listen carefully, yeah, please. Listen carefully, please, 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 all of you. If the department would have said these words na, that the tax would be 30% of your withdrawal. 30% of what? Withdrawal. Then it is a very simple sentence. 30% of withdrawal means what? Whatever you withdraw, you pay 30% tax on that. The law is not using the word 30% of withdrawal. What is the law using the word as? 30% of what? Please tell me. 30% of the net winnings. So the department has to tell us, what do I mean by what? What do I mean by the term net winnings? So see here, 115BBJ provides that any income by way of winning from online games would be chargeable to 30%. The tax would be calculated on what? Please tell me. Net winnings. In your book also, where 194BA is there, etc., it is very clearly written that net winnings will be subject to TDS from such online game in the prescribed manner. Listen, listen, listen. See on the board. So how to compute net winnings? I did not know in that time when I was teaching. I was not aware of that, how to compute net winnings and all. But now I am aware. The government has given a formula over here to compute net winnings. Check please. Let's see the formula first. Then we will try to understand this formula with the help of an examples. I have created examples. This first one is to compute net winnings. Few things I would like to tell you very clearly, which we have been saying again and again in our class also. Always remember that if somebody asks you, listen carefully, if somebody asks you technically, under which section online games are taxable, what will you say? From 1st April 2023, under which section online games are taxable? 115 BBJ, always say, because tax rates are not given in 194 BA. Yes or no? 194 BA is for what? It is for TDS deduction. We have done a lot of sections like this earlier also. For example, under which section? See here, under which section lottery is taxable? It is taxable under 105 BB, right? And if somebody asks you under which section TDS of lottery is deductible, then it is 194B. Similarly, we have done few more sections. I'll let you know. Conceptually, be strong. Under which section non-resident sportsmen are taxable? Then you can go to non-resident chapter 115 BBA. Remember or not? And what is the TDS for that? 194E. So always remember, these sections talk about section 110 to 115 BBJ. These are the sections of what? Tax rates. And section 192 to 196. It is about what? Please tell me. It is about TDS implication. At what rate TDS will be deducted? On which date TDS will be deducted? What would be the threshold? All those things will be given in the TDS provisions. Correct or not? So we need to go step by step. First, we are going to understand what? How to compute net winnings. And then we'll talk about TDS implication. TDS implication is a secondary thing. First, you have to make something taxable. Then you can talk about deducting TDS. If something is not taxable only, why the hell I will deduct TDS? There is no sense in deducting TDS in such cases. So how to compute net winnings, sir? An online gamer will compute TDS how? Will compute winning how? This is the formula. A plus D plus minus B plus C. You have to be very careful with the brackets. You have to be very careful with the plus and minus sign up, please. A plus D. Then there is a minus. First summation of A and D. And then summation of B and C. And then the difference. You'll ask me, sir, what is A? Listen carefully. I have to address certain technical terms over here. Be very careful about it. What is technical term? Okay. Point number A is very simple. Sir, what is A? Aggregate amount withdrawn from the user account during the financial year. What do I mean by aggregate amount? Is it possible that at multiple points you are withdrawing from the user account, from the online game account? In April, you are withdrawing 2,000 rupees. In May, you are withdrawing 5,000 rupees. In June, you are withdrawing 10,000 rupees. In July, you are withdrawing 25,000 rupees. Is it possible or not? Multiple withdrawals are there as and when you are winning. As and when you are winning, you are trying to withdraw the amount. So you have to take what in A? Please tell me. The aggregate withdrawal from 1st April till the 31st of March. Are you clear? Please tell me. Second, what is D now? We will go in the order of the formula. D is the closing balance. Okay. Is it clear? D is the closing balance. What is B now? A plus D is the summation you have to take. Then minus B. B is something which we need to understand very logically because there is a technical term over here. Be very careful. Now listen, all of you, leave aside everything and listen here. Sir, what is B? Be very careful. There is a technical term over here. B, aggregate amount of non-taxable deposit made in the user account during the financial year. By is not relevant over here. Aggregate amount of non-taxable. Listen carefully. Entire focus has to be on this word. Aggregate amount of non-taxable deposit made in the user account during the financial year. You will ask me, sir, what do I mean by the term non-taxable deposit? So the government has defined the term below, but you will not understand anything from that term. See, read. Sir, non-taxable deposit means what? And the amount deposited in his user account which is not taxable. What kind of definition is this? Non-taxable deposit means something which is not taxable. Okay, fine. Okay. We need to go inside and understand the meaning of this term. Just wait. Just by reading the law, you will not understand. So the amount deposited in the user account and which is not taxable. Acha, that is non-taxable. Sir, what is non-taxable deposit? Let me explain you in simple words. Non-taxable deposit means whatever money you are transferring from your bank account, please tell me the money which you are transferring from your bank account, have you paid tax on that or not? Please tell me. The money, at least reply na yaar. Whether why the hell I'm taking live session then if you don't want to reply. The money which I am transferring, the 10,000 rupees which I have transferred from my ICICI bank account to Dream 11 account, have I paid tax on that 10,000 rupees or not? Please tell me. Yes, sir. So if it goes to my Dream 11 account, I will put in the Dream 11 account, and if I withdraw from the Dream 11 account, will I again pay tax on that 10,000 rupees? Logically, tell me. I put 10,000 rupees in Dream 11 account, correct? To play, I have to put some money na first. So I put 10,000 rupees to play, but I did not play. I don't want to play. So I withdrawn my 10,000 rupees. So will I be supposed to pay tax on that 10,000 rupees? That is not my winning. That is my own money, correct or not? So that money which you deposit out of your taxable source, that money which you deposit out of your, which is obviously which you have paid on tax, because obviously in online account you are not going to deposit cash. You are only going to deposit through bank account only, correct or not? So you might have paid tax on that some or the other way. Okay. So non-taxable deposit in simple terms means whatever you deposit from your bank account. That is nothing but your, please tell me, non-taxable deposit. Okay. What is non-taxable deposit? Whatever you deposit from your personal bank account. Are you clear? Please tell me. So B is your non-taxable deposit. And what is C? C is nothing but your opening balance. Now, just try to memorize this formula. Possibly you have to write this formula in the exam. You cannot directly solve the problem based on what? Based on your logics. Please, you cannot do that. If the CBDT has given the formula, we have to use that formula. Okay, what is the formula? Please tell me to find out the net winning. A plus D minus B plus C. Now what is A? What is A? Please tell me. What is A? You have to repeat, otherwise you will not remember. Aggregate amount withdrawn during the entire financial year. Okay. What is D? Closing balance at the end of the year. A plus D is done now. What is B? Non-taxable deposit. And what is C? Opening balance. Okay. So these are the numbers which will be given to you in the exam to find out the net winnings. Okay. You can come over here on the board. Suppose this is my online game account, Dream 11 account, in which there was an opening balance of 3 lakh rupees. Okay. Right. Now I'll explain you logically now. Numerically it is done. Now understand logically. Please see here. Please see here. See here. See here. See here. See here. Is this 15 lakh taxable or not? Please tell me. Is this closing balance also taxable or not? Please tell me. But is it justified to tax entire 15 plus 5? Because out of this 15 lakh, 8 lakh, so I am withdrawing my own money only, na? Please tell me. Do you agree or not? Out of 15, 8 is my own money only, na? And out of this 15, 3 lakh is from last year on which I have already paid tax in the last year, correct or not? That is the reason out of this entire addition, you are getting deduction of how much? 11 lakh rupees. Are you able to understand or not? Otherwise, there will be double taxation on the same income. Are you clear? Yes, sir. So whatever you have withdrawn plus whatever is your closing balance, out of that, if you have withdrawn something out of your own money, you cannot pay tax on that much, na? Yes. Suppose this is not 15 lakh, this is not 5 lakh, this is not 3 lakh, this is 8 lakh, this is 8 lakh. Then on 8 lakh, can government take tax from me? Please tell me. This is not there, this is not there, this is 8 lakh, this is 8 lakh. 8 lakh deposit, 8 lakh withdrawn. Am I liable to pay tax on 8 lakh rupees? Please tell me. No. Then what will be my formula? A will be 8 lakhs, correct? B will be 0. B will be 8 lakhs. C will be 0. 8 minus 8 will be 0. Are you clear or not? So this is how you are going to compute your net winning. Just keep one thing in your mind that, listen, just keep this much in your mind. All your formula will work. Only keep this much in your mind. Listen to me. Whatever you withdraw and whatever is your closing balance, that will be your additions, correct? Whatever you withdraw and whatever is your closing balance, that will be your additions, correct? And whatever you deposit and whatever is your opening balance, that will be your deletions, correct? That much deduction you are going to get what? A net winning of 9 lakh rupees. This is how you are going to compute the net winning at the end of the year. Is it clear? Now, I am not much interested in the net winning. I am much interested in the TDS. I am interested in what? TDS. So, I have told you at the beginning of the session, what is the timing of TDS as per the new provision now? Please tell me fast. At the time of withdrawal first. And then? Closing balance. So, now the entire provision of TDS is segregated into three parts now. First, second, and third. Listen carefully. When you will first do the withdrawal, when you will do the first withdrawal of the year, the TDS provision is separate. When you will do the subsequent withdrawal of money from your online Dream 11 account, then the TDS provision is different. And on closing balance, the TDS provision is different. Okay. Now, out of these three things, listen, wait, don't write anything. Obviously, first withdrawal will happen only once in a year, correct? Closing balance will only come once in the year, that is at the end of the financial year. But this middle one can come how many times? Please tell me. There is no limit. Subsequent withdrawal can be second withdrawal, third withdrawal, fourth withdrawal, fifth withdrawal, sixth withdrawal, seventh withdrawal, eighth withdrawal, ninth withdrawal, 10th withdrawal, infinity. Yes or no? Please tell me. So one by one, we are going to target all of them with the help of provision first and then with the help of examples. Okay. First one. This is the heading. Read the heading properly. Computation of. Now we are learning TDS implication. Computation of net winnings at the time of what? First withdrawal. Sir, what is the formula? On how much amount? See, the rate is clear to everyone. How much is the rate of TDS? 30%. There is no doubt in the rate. Rate is not an issue. The amount is an issue. And the timing is an issue. So when I am making the first withdrawal, on how much amount the TDS will be deducted by Dream 11? The Dream 11 says that A minus B plus C. We need to define what is A, what is B, what is C. Okay? Read please. What is A? A is same. What we have done earlier. What is A? Please tell me. You have to repeat. Amount withdrawn. Whatever amount you have withdrawn. Which withdrawal? First withdrawal of the year. Okay? First withdrawal of the year. Then only you will come in the box. Otherwise, you will go to the next box. Okay? If you are doing subsequent withdrawal. Are you clear? What is B? B is the same thing, non-taxable deposit. Okay? Non-taxable deposit means what? Whatever you have deposited from your taxable sources in the Dream 11 account on which you will not pay again tax, right? Yes, I have earned 10 lakh rupees as rental income. I put in the Dream 11 account. I withdraw that 10 lakh. Again, I will pay tax on 10 lakh or what? Please tell me. No. So that is the reduction that the government is giving you. And C is what? C is what? Please tell me. C is your opening balance. Okay. Now let me give you an example. Now you don't have to remember the formula also. You will remember by default only. What is the formula? Please tell me. When you withdraw for the first time, A, don't see this, A minus B plus C. Okay, now listen. Now this is the provision. This is the example which is there in front of you. On 30th June, for the first time, I am withdrawing 5 lakh rupees. Okay, for the first time. Opening balance was 3 lakh and amount aggregate non-taxable deposit was how much? It was 4 lakhs. So it's very simple. Even a child can understand with the help of an account. Okay. So what will be the answer over here? Please tell me whether the TDS will be deducted on 30th June.
No, sir. No, sir.
Why? Because it is not coming to a positive amount, right or not? Yes, there has to be some positive net winnings. You cannot deduct TDS on negative amount, right or not? Today on 30th June, A minus B plus C is coming to negative 2 lakh rupees, correct? Arey, please tell me, bhai. Therefore, today no TDS. Check please. No TDS on the first withdrawal. Okay? Arey, okay. Shall I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
So, I am continuing this example. This example I am going to continue for at least 4 levels. This is the example. Right now, how much we have withdrawn so far? 5 lakh rupees. Okay? Let's go ahead now. Let's make a subsequent withdrawal. If I make subsequent withdrawal, I have to come to this box now. And I have to use this formula now. In this formula, everything is same. Just one addition has been made. See on the board, E has been added. Rest is same. What is E? That I will explain you. Okay? But A, B and C are same only. Check. Are you clear? Now, what is E? Let me read what is E. Shall I?
Yes, sir.
Net winnings comprise in the earlier withdrawal. Net winnings comprised in the earlier withdrawal computed under subrule 2 or subrule 4 during the financial year till the time of subsequent withdrawal if the tax has been deducted as per 194BA on winnings comprised in such withdrawal or withdrawals. Now, what do I mean by E in simple words? If you want to read it once you read it your end, then I'll explain. Okay, you read it once if you want. Have you read? It's very easy, don't worry. Okay, see on the board. Second example will continue the first one. See the first one carefully. Okay, shall I go ahead? Second example is a continuation of the first one. Pay attention on the board, please. First of all, let me highlight you the first one. Can I say opening balance was 3 lakh as per the first one? Arey, please tell me. Then on 15th June, I have deposited 4 lakh rupees as per the first one.
Yes.
And then on 30th June, I have withdrawn 5 lakh rupees. Correct? Please tell me.
Yes.
Now, what is the formula for subsequent withdrawal? A minus B plus C plus E. Now, what is that E that I'm explaining? First of all, what is A? What will I take in A now?
Amount of withdrawal.
How much amount I will take?
8 lakh.
Aggregate amount withdrawn 8 lakh rupees. Are you clear?
Yes.
In A, I will take aggregate withdrawal. Na? Aggregate, everywhere aggregate is used. Na? Aggregate 8 lakhs. Minus, what will be the B? B is non-taxable deposit. Aggregate non-taxable deposit. How much? 5 lakh rupees. Correct? 4 lakh plus 1 lakh. This is your aggregate withdrawal. This is your aggregate deposit. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
And then your opening balance will be always opening balance. There is nothing like aggregate opening balance or aggregate or a single opening balance. Are you clear? So A is done, B is done, C is done. Now you will definitely ask me a question. What is E? Let me tell you what is E. E means if in the previous withdrawal, if your TDS is deducted on some amount, then that much you can reduce from here. Please tell me in the previous withdrawal, which was this one, was any TDS deducted? No. So in this case, E will be 0. Check. Are you able to understand or not? Otherwise, there will be double deduction on the same amount. Are you clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Because we are taking aggregate now. So if in the previous withdrawal, the TDS was deducted, that much you can remove from the current withdrawal. Are you clear?
Yes.
So in this case, it is 0. Did you understand what I said? Now, shall I show you one example? Will you be able to solve for me? This example. Now, there are 3 withdrawals and 3 deposits. Are you able to understand?
Yes, sir.
The blue one is the new one. First of all, you have to tell me what is A.
11 lakh.
It will be aggregate of all 3. Correct? What is B?
5 lakh. 6 lakhs.
6 lakhs. Aggregate of all 3. Correct? Minus what is C? 3 lakhs. Minus what is E?
8 lakhs.
E for elephant, madam. E means what? You have to tell the amount on which TDS was deducted earlier. Please tell me on how much amount TDS was deducted so far. Are was any TDS deducted here?
No.
Was any TDS deducted here? So what will be the answer of E here? Again 0. Yes or no? Now after doing all these things, is there positive amount left something to deduct TDS now? On 25th September? Is there any positive amount left? 2 lakh is left, correct? 30%. Are you clear? So this is the first time TDS will be deducted in this current financial year. Is it clear? Now can I say this 2 lakh will become E later on? Are you clear? Because otherwise there will be double taxation. Check please. Give me the answer for this one. This is the same thing they are going to ask in the exam in the form of sentence and paragraphs. So be very careful. But they don't have any numerical in their study material. So now I have made 4 withdrawals, 4 deposit, 1 opening balance. Correct? Tell me please what will happen. How much is the total withdrawal? Withdrawal is I guess 15 lakhs, correct?
15 lakhs. Yes, sir.
Minus what is B? B is 8 lakhs. What is C? What is E?
3 lakhs.
E for elephant, madam.
2 lakhs.
2 lakhs. Okay. So that much you will minus now. Okay. So I am adding E also for reduction. Can you see this? Are you clear? If I don't reduce this now, then what will happen? Tell me. You only tell me logically.
Double tax.
Double taxation. Now already I have paid tax on 2 lakh rupees in the previous withdrawal. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So why will I pay the tax on that? Because I am taking aggregate withdrawal now. If I am taking aggregate withdrawal, I am taking the old one also, right? So on that much amount, I should get the reduction over here. Are you clear? Please tell me. So this is how it will run. Now, one small thing that I would like to address over here, because that word is coming again and again. So you will ask me doubts, sir, what is the meaning of that word? I am everywhere writing excluding bonus. Can you see this? Can you see this or not? Now, what is this excluding bonus funda? Let me explain you that also, because otherwise there will be a doubt which will come to your mind. Coming to this original example which I have taken at the beginning of the discussion, okay, before I started the rule. Opening balance was 0 rupees, okay. Then I loaded 10,000 rupees from my bank account, ICICI bank account or Dream 11 account, okay. I gave Dream 11 10,000 rupees, okay, so that I can play with that money. Now, few months I was not using, so they provided me 1,000 rupees as a bonus, tempted me, so that I can play with that, okay. Now pay attention, please. Sir, what is the treatment of this bonus? Sir, if I withdraw this bonus, will that be taxable or not? Listen carefully. So in this, CBDT has issued a circular which is there below only, but I am explaining directly. What is the treatment of this bonus? Incentive, whatever they give you extra, promotional things, okay? Promotional things. What will be the use of that? What will be the treatment of that? So the law says that it depends upon what is the nature of that bonus. Listen carefully. If the nature, there are two types of bonus in that. One bonus is they have given you 1,000 rupees and they have told you, listen carefully now, my words very carefully. They have given you 1,000 rupees in your account and they have told you, you can only use this money to play games. That's it. What can I do with that?
Play games.
Play games. And this will be applicable till 30th September, till 31st October, till 31st December. It means if I don't play till 31st December, then what will happen with this 1,000 rupees? It will expire. It will expire. Are you clear? This is the one kind of bonus. Second kind of bonus is something which is withdrawable bonus. What kind of bonus it is? It means they will load in your account. If you want to play, play. If you don't want to play, withdraw. Are you clear? So you tell me logically. And you only tell me on which tax should be taken and on which tax should not be taken. If a bonus is given to play the games,
Tax should be taken on the one which is withdrawable.
yes, the tax should be taken on the one which is what? Please tell me. Withdrawable. So if you're withdrawable, then the tax has to be taken. If you're not withdrawing, then tax should not be taken. Are you clear or not? So CBDT has also given that circular. I'll read that circular also after some time. Okay, don't worry. They have given an FAQ on that. Now coming to our example. Sir, what will happen in subsequent withdrawal? I have told you what will happen in subsequent. Sir, what will happen after this? After this, what will happen? The same thing will happen again and again till 31st March. Yes or no? Now it doesn't make sense now. What will happen on subsequent withdrawal? This will only happen now. Yes? Please tell me. Now, how many times TDS has been deducted in this year so far? 2 times, correct? One is on 25th September on 2 lakh rupees, correct? One is on 25th October on again 2 lakh rupees, okay? Now, let's come to one last thing, and that is what? That is year end, okay? Check. Now, in year end, what will happen? Net winnings at the end of the financial year. In year end, only one thing will be added. Only one thing, D will be added, because now even closing balance will be subject to tax. Yes or no? Please tell me. Are you able to understand or not? Please tell me. Just closing balance is also added, because now we have to take tax on closing balance also. During first withdrawal, we were taking tax on what? Only withdrawal. During second withdrawal, we were taking tax only on withdrawal. During third withdrawal, only on withdrawal. During fourth withdrawal, only on withdrawal. But at the end of the year, we will take tax on withdrawal as well as on closing balance. Yes or no? So you have to just add closing balance over here. Are you clear? Rest all is same as the previous example. Check it, please. Is it clear? So let me give you an example. With the help of example, we'll understand in a better manner. But without example, first of all, tell me the formula. Tell me. For closing balance, on how much amount TDS will be deducted? A plus D minus B plus C plus E. What is A? Withdrawal. What is D? What is D? Closing balance. What is B? Don't say deposit. Use the proper word, beta. Non-taxable deposit. That is B. What is C?
Opening
Opening balance. And what is E?
amount already subject to
Amount which is already subject to TDS in the previous withdrawals. Correct? Now, take this example and get me the answer, please. Just a second. So what will be the A? A will be 15 lakhs, which is given over here. D will be 5 lakhs, which is given over here. B will be 8 lakhs, 3 lakhs, and then E will be how much?
0.
Arre E. How E is 0, yaar?
So is this the continuation to
Obviously, it is a continuation to the previous one, ma'am. It is at the end of the current year only, na? Why I will go to the next year, ma'am? I will explain for one financial year. Now, why will I go in the next financial year? Please tell me, what will be the E now? 4 lakhs. Whatever tax you have paid earlier, 2 lakhs this much, 2 lakhs this time. Okay. So that much 4 lakhs will be added over here as E, and on how much amount you are going to pay tax? Please tell me. On 5 lakh rupees, 30% tax will be chargeable at the end of the year. Okay. You can just remember this formula. That's it. This will work in all the situations. Okay. This will work in all the situations. A plus D minus B plus C plus E. Okay. If D is not the right zero, if E is not the right zero, otherwise most of the formula is same only. Correct? So you can use this formula. Okay. So this is the very important examples which can be there in your examination. This can be one of the most hot favorite topics that I say you can ask in the exam, because online games has been a very important source of revenue and has been very famous source of revenue for the government in the last 2-3 years. Okay, that's the reason they have made a separate section also for this. Now coming to the next part, pay attention please. See here. Now there are a lot of things that I have to address over here, one small things. Suppose Dream 11 says, pay attention. There is a winner over here. I have put some money in Dream 11, say of 50,000 rupees. I have used to play. Listen carefully, please. Now, Dream 11 has said that you have won what? A car of rupees 1.5 crore. Okay, listen carefully, please. So now Dream 11 is not giving you what? Money. They are not loading money in your account. Instead, they are giving you a car. Okay. A winning can be in kind also, na? The way winning can be in cash, in the same way the winning can be in kind also. Both the things are possible. Correct or not? Please tell me. So what will happen in this case? Tell me what is the formula for winning? Tell me the formula for winning. A plus D minus
plus C plus E.
B plus C plus E. Okay. E. If I have to take the TDS, I don't want to consider the TDS, if I want to see the 115 BBJ, then A plus D plus minus B plus C, correct? Now, see, CBDT is thinking well in advance. They are not waiting for the things to happen and then they are reacting, etc., etc. They have said well in advance that this problem is going to come. This is your Dream 11 account. Are you going to withdraw car from here? Tell me. Tell me now, please. No. You are not going to withdraw car or nothing is going to be deposited over here. Correct? So they have made one fictional mechanism and they have said that if a person is winning in kind, okay, then it is a deemed withdrawal. It is a deemed withdrawal. If it is a deemed withdrawal, then am I supposed to write 1.5 crore over here? Please tell me. Or tell me now, please. 1.5 crore, assuming that there is nothing in the closing balance. Okay. Minus, what is B? Here is the catch. Here is the catch. It's a non-taxable deposit, correct? Yes. So the government is making again a fiction. The government is saying that whatever car winner has won now, that is his taxable deposit. That is his what? Taxable deposit. They are not terming that car as what? Non-taxable. If it is a non-taxable, then you can reduce. But if we are terming that car as a taxable deposit, can I write this over here? Array, what is B again? I am asking you, what is B? B is a taxable deposit, non-taxable deposit, correct? If it is a non-taxable deposit, you can reduce from the withdrawal, correct or not? But the government is saying that whatever car you have won, that is deemed to be what? Taxable deposit. And if it is a taxable deposit, can it qualify to come in B? No, this is 0. So, if I make such kind of provision, what will be the ultimate answer which is going to come now? 1.5 crore, pay 30% tax on that. Okay, let me make you read the provision, then you will understand. Wait. And then I will also make you read the simple provision which I have made. Okay. See, this one. Whenever there is a payment to the user in kind or in cash or partly in kind, partly in cash, which is not in the form of the user account, the provision of this rule shall apply to calculate the net winnings by deeming that the money equivalent to such payment has been deposited as taxable deposit. What? How much money? How much money he has won? 1 point. That is deemed to be what? Taxable. If it is a taxable deposit, am I allowed to reduce from my withdrawals? Because from withdrawal only non-taxable deposits are allowed to be withdrawn. Correct or not? And the equivalent amount, that is 1.5 crore, has been withdrawn from the user account at the same time and shall be accordingly included in what? Please tell me. A above. So A will be 1.5 crore and B will be 0 rupees. Are you clear? So in short, winning in kind. This they have done so that there should not be any kind of what? Legal issues in this particular provision. Okay. Now in simple words, you can see this example. Okay. So there is one person, Mr. Amit Puri, who won a Mercedes GLS 400 FMV 1.5 crore. Therefore, now 1.5 crore will be included in A as withdrawal. Okay, in simple words. And rupees 1.5 crore will be considered as taxable deposit. Okay. And once it is considered as taxable deposit, which cannot be reduced from what? Please tell me. From A. Therefore, on 1.5 crore rupees, tax has to be paid. Now, one more thing, which is something which we have done earlier. Listen. In case of winning in kind, don't see this. In case of winning in kind, suppose I am Dream 11 and you are the winner and I am giving you the car. You are liable to pay tax on 1.5 crore rupees. Now, how will I deduct TDS? Is it possible for me to deduct TDS in case of winning in kind? The answer is no. So, for that, I have already told you earlier also. Earlier, in case of lottery also, I have told you. Earlier, in case of 194R also, I have told you that in that case, I cannot deduct TDS from car. Yaar. But in that case, I have to ensure that you have paid the tax. Do you remember that or not? Please tell me. The winner has to pay the tax. The winner has to show me the proof of payment of tax, challan, etc. And then only I will release the winning. If I don't do that, if I don't check the tax payment and just I give like that only without checking the tax payments, then I will be assessed in default. Check please. I have to just ensure I cannot pay tax. That is not practically possible from my side. Is it clear? No, reduce from A ना. रमन A में से ही माइनस करता है ना तू. In that वो कॉन्टेक्स्ट में मैंने लिखा है. ठीक है. नॉन टैक्सेबल डिपॉजिट होता तो वी कुड हैव रिड्यूस फ्रॉम A माइनस दैट अमाउंट, राइट? Taxable deposit you cannot reduce because on taxable deposit you have to pay tax. Correct? Now there are further small things which I have to address one by one. Pay attention, please. But whatever I have said you so far, all of them were absolutely important. Now what I am going to say, slightly lesser important discussion. Pay attention, please. First thing, pay attention. These are small issues which I have to address. I am Mr. A. I opened a Dream 11 account in the name of Mr. Aarish. ठीक है? Okay? So this is my user account number 1. Is it clear? Now when I was playing Dream 11 and I said my wife saw that I'm playing all these things these days. So she saw that I'm earning a lot of money. So she said, then even I want to play Dream 11. She doesn't know anything about cricket, but she says that I want to play Dream 11. I said, play. She also opened one account. Okay, and when she opened the account, so she was asking, now I have to put the PAN number also. I said that put my PAN number only. Okay, put my PAN number, whatever is my PAN number, put that. So here the PAN number and here the PAN number. It is what? Please tell me. Same. Can I open multiple accounts or not by different names? Please tell me now. Arey, in Facebook you open or not multiple accounts here? In Instagram you open or not? Same way in Dream 11 also you can open what? Multiple accounts. So if there is a multiple account of the same user means what? In the eyes of the law, who is a user? In the eyes of the law, in the eyes of income tax law, what do I mean by user? Huh? A person who is having the same PAN account is the same user only, correct or not? Please tell me. So if there are multiple user account of the same person, then what am I supposed to do? Then the government has said over here that you have to aggregate everything. Aggregate all the deposits, aggregate all the withdrawal, aggregate all the closing balance, opening balance, everything. Check it, please. Okay. Now, they have also given this in the form of a detailed FAQ over here, but ultimately they are saying the same thing with the help of an example. Okay. Here they are giving an example. Okay. Now, the next thing, listen carefully. See here. Now, as I've told you, I've opened 2 accounts, one in my wife's name, one in my name. Okay. But both the user are same only. Officially, they are same only. My account also has my PAN number. My wife account also has my PAN number only. Now, listen carefully. Now, think logically. Suppose from my one user account, I transferred 10,000 rupees to my another user account. Okay. Okay. So from my user account, I withdrawn 10,000 rupees and I put that in my wife account. Okay. So can we do that, sir? Yes, it is possible to transfer from one user account to another user account. So should that withdrawal also be subject to TDS? Tell me logically. Don't read the provision. I am withdrawing from my own user account and I am putting in my another user account. I am not putting in different PAN account. Same PAN number. Same PAN number to different account. Will that also be subject to, that withdrawal should be subject to TDS? Please tell me.
No,
And the answer is no. It doesn't make sense here. When you aggregate all of them, that will nullify only, na? Yes or no? Please tell me. When you aggregate the user 1 and the user 2, the deposits and the withdrawals will nullify or not? Please tell me. So that will not be subject to TDS. Check please. Whenever there are multiple user account of the same user, transfer from one user account to another maintained with the same online gaming intermediary of the same user shall not be considered as withdrawal or deposit for the purpose of deduction of tax under what? Section 194BA. These are small issues, I think so. These can also be important for 1 or 2 marks. If they want to ask you some questions of one liner of 1 or 2 marks, they can test you over these points also. Be very careful about it. Okay. Regarding the bonus, I've already told you. What is the treatment of bonus? Please tell me. I've told you. Treatment of bonus. Bonus can be of 2 types. If it is used only for what? Tell me now, please. Only for playing games, then it should not be considered as a withdrawal. Yes or no? It should not be taken in withdrawal. It shall not be taxable. But If you recharacterize that later on as withdrawable, as what? Withdrawable, then it will be subject to what? It will be subject to tax. Are you clear? Please tell me. So they gave you 1000 rupees. Today they are saying you cannot withdraw, you can only play. But after 3 months, they said that, acha, you can withdraw also. They can recharacterize also the nature of the bonus. After 3 months, they are saying that now it is withdrawable. So now if you are withdrawing, then you have to pay tax on that much amount. Okay. So by default, a bonus which is non-withdrawable, which is used only for playing, you are not subject to pay tax on that. Okay. But if it is withdrawn, then you are subject to pay tax on that. Now, there are certain small more issues over here like this one. Such a funny question it is. See here. First of all, I don't know where we will find such kind of people in this world. There is one person who is taking a loan to play Dream 11. Okay. What he is doing? He is taking a loan of 1 lakh rupees. Listen now. Don't read. Wait. Don't read. I am taking a loan of 1 lakh rupees because IPL is going to come next month. Because for IPL I have to play, so I have taken a loan from bank. It is very hard to first of all find out such people. Okay. Will you take a loan to play something like this or what? Gambling or what? You'll do gambling, betting by taking a loan or what? Even if you do, CBDT is thinking to the extreme it is possible. Please tell me. Think logically and answer. Don't read. Then I'll read also. I took a loan of 1 lakh. I put that in the account. Okay. Which account? Dream 11 account. Should that be treated as a taxable deposit or non-taxable deposit? Think logically and tell me. If it is a taxable deposit, then whenever I will withdraw, I have to pay tax. If it is a non-taxable deposit, whenever I will withdraw, I can reduce that from A. Are you clear or not? Please tell me. You have to be very clear with taxable and non-taxable deposit. I took a loan, put that in the Dream 11 account. Whenever I will withdraw, will I be allowed to reduce or not? Please tell me.
So it should be allowed to be.
That's what I'm just asking your opinion. Then we'll see the provision.
Yes.
It should be allowed? Definitely it should be allowed. Why not? How does it matter to the government whether it is my own money or whether I've taken from as a loan? It doesn't matter. Check. It should be considered as a non-taxable deposit. And if it is a non-taxable deposit, it means you can reduce it. Correct? Are a non-taxable deposit only comes in B na? Tell me na please. Then you can reduce it from A. A minus B. You can take it in B. Are you clear? Otherwise, what will happen? A very strange thing will happen. I took a loan of 1 lakh rupees, I put in the Dream 11 account. Then I withdraw 1 lakh rupees. They are taking tax on 1 lakh. What sense does it make? That is not my winning. That is my own money only. Are you clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Now, then bonus and referral and all is something which I have told you just now. Okay. Then at what point of time the TDS has to be deducted? That also we have discussed in multiple stages. First withdrawal, subsequent withdrawal, etc. etc. Question number 5 might be a genuine question in practical life. Okay. One question has been asked by someone that if amount is transferred from Dream 11 to Jungli Rummy. Yes, this is a very, very genuine question. Urvi Pawar has asked. Sir, if I transfer my money from Dream 11 to whom? Jungli Rummy is a different intermediary, different platform. Then it will be considered as deposit also. It will be considered as withdrawal also. Is it clear, Urvi? Is it clear? CBDT has clarified that also in this particular point. They have said that it shall not be considered only if it is the same user. Only if the platform is same. If the platform changes now, then it will be considered to be as good as your bank account only. Are you clear or not? Because for Dream 11, Jungli Rummy is a different entity, right? And for first of all, I don't know what is Jungli Rummy. I'm listening for the first time. And for Jungli Rummy, there might be something like that. And for Jungli Rummy, Dream 11 is a different person. Okay, in that case, it will be considered as a deposit and withdrawal also. Are you clear? It will be considered as a, for one entity, another entity is as good as a bank account. Are you clear? Are you clear? Urvi, you have asked this question. Now, one very, very genuine question which CBDT has answered over here. There are a lot of people, because there is no threshold under this section, there is going to be a lot of problem. Is there any threshold under this section for deducting TDS? Please tell me.
No, sir.
No. So if I withdraw 20 rupees, 30 rupees, 2 rupees, 5 rupees, 10 rupees, there might be some lukka people who might withdraw even 10 rupees, 5 rupees, 3 rupees, anything where they are earning, they are withdrawing. So what do you feel? On every such withdrawal, TDS will be deducted by the deductor? Huh? Tell me now, please. On every such withdrawal of 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 15 rupees, 20 rupees, TDS should be deducted. Tell me your views. As per the provision, yes, it should be. As per the provision, yes, it should be. But if you know the size of this market in today's time, na beta, it has been in crores and crores. There are crores of people who are playing this particular. Anyways, our population is in billions. So there will be at least millions of people who will be playing these games, right? And somebody might be earning 20 rupees, 30 rupees, 40 rupees, 40 rupees, 10 rupees, 50 rupees. And whenever they are withdrawing, should that also be subject to TDS? Dream 11 will go mad. Okay. Deducting TDS of such people and then paying by the 7th of next month, etc. Because when you pay, listen carefully. At the time of payment, there is no issue. But while filing the TDS return, do you have to give the credit to every person or not? Please tell me. Yes, you need to have the breakup now of every person, right? So that would be a very, very, very hectic task. So the government has given some relaxation over here, but that relaxation also I find very hopeless. Okay. Check. There are large number of gamers who play with a very insignificant amount and withdraw also very small amount. Okay. Deducting tax at source under 194BA for each insignificant withdrawal would increase compliance for tax deductor. That is for Dream 11. Can there be relaxation to ease compliance? The CBDT has said yes, yes. See the relaxation. Listen carefully, please. This can be again an important question in the examination. It is clarified that tax may not be deducted on withdrawal on satisfaction of all the following conditions. You have to fulfill all the following conditions. First, the net winnings comprised in the amount withdrawn does not exceed how much? Please tell me. The net winnings is not more than 100 rupees. So, again, it's an hopeless amount, according to me. Second, tax not deducted on account of this concession is deducted at the time when the net winnings comprised in the withdrawal exceeds 100 in the same month or in the subsequent month. So what do I mean by this? For example, in the month of April, I withdraw 70, 80 rupees. Okay. So my net winning at that time is not exceeding what? Please tell me. 100 rupees. So at that time, they will not deduct TDS. Okay. Now in the month of June, I withdraw another 200, 300 rupees. So at that time, my net winning exceeded how much? Please tell me. 100 rupees. So at that time, you have to deduct TDS on the earlier point also. That is on earlier 70, 80 rupees. Check point number 2. That is what it wants to say. So this is really for very insignificant people whose entire year's net winning is what? Tell me. Entire year's net winning is below 100 rupees. If entire year's net winning is below 100 rupees, there will not be any TDS. If initial month's net winnings is lesser, but subsequent month's net winnings is more than 100 rupees, then the deductor is liable to deduct TDS. Are you clear or not? Please tell me. And the third one is a very, very genuine problem which can arise. See here. See here now, please listen. Suppose I am one of the gamer and in the month of April, I won around 95 rupees I won. Okay. 95 rupees. 95 rupees I won. So I withdraw that 95 rupees. Will they deduct TDS? I'm asking you a genuine question here. I won 95 rupees in the month of April. My first withdrawal is 95 rupees. Will the TDS be deducted on that?
No, sir.
No. Now in the month of May, I earned another 20 rupees. How much?
20.
Another 20 rupees. Now, are they liable to deduct TDS?
Yes, sir.
Tell me now, please. Now, when they will try to deduct TDS, 95 plus 20, how much it comes to? 115. On 115, 30% will come to how much? It will be around 35 to 40 rupees, correct? Around 37, 38 rupees, correct? But in my account, there is only 20 rupees now. So from 20, how the online deductor will deduct 35 rupees? Try to understand. Initially, in the month of April, I earned 95, I withdraw 95, correct? Now I earned another 20. I am withdrawing that 20, correct? Now from that 20, how will they deduct 35 rupees? Are you able to understand or not?
Yes, sir.
So in such cases, point number 3, please check the declaration. The deductor will take the responsibility to pay the difference. Check. If such situation arise, check. Now for you and me, it is 10, 15 rupees, correct? But for government, when it is multiplied by 1 crore gamers, okay, or when it is multiplied by 2 crore gamers, for government, it is a revenue of 20, 30 crore rupees. Are you able to understand or not what I'm trying to say? So the deductor will pay the difference amount. If there is a shortfall, check. Are you clear? Next point we have already done earlier also in previous sections in 194R and all, but again I will say, when the net winnings is in kind, how will the tax deduction operate? As I've told you, in case of net winnings in kind, you are not going to deduct any tax. What are you going to do? Please tell me. When I'm giving you in kind, what will I do? What is my responsibility? Tell me now.
To pay the TDS.
I am What am I supposed to do? Technical word I want to listen. I am supposed to ensure that the other person has paid the tax. Check it please. I have to take the challan etc. from the other person. Is it clear? This similar provision was also there in lottery and all, right? So CBDT has also given the reference that it is similar to what you do in lottery. Are you clear? Second thing, question number 7. When I'm giving you winning in kind, suppose I'm giving you a car, how will I value that car? That is also something which we have done earlier in 194R if you remember. Now, in my example, I told you that the car is valued 1.5 crore. Now, how I arrived at that 1.5 crore, that also I have to tell you, na? How I valued that 1.5 crore, how the car is valued 1.5 crore. So, see, when I'm giving you that car, I'm Dream 11, I'm giving you the car. If I have purchased the car for you, okay, if I purchase the car, then the purchase price, check, that will be the value. Is it clear? Are you clear? But if I'm a manufacturer of the car, then the price I charge to the customer. This is exactly similar to what we have done in 194R. Check. So if I purchase the car, then whatever price I have purchased it, that will be the value on which TDS will be applicable. Tax will be applicable. If I manufactured the car, then the price at which I sell to my customers. Okay. But while taking the value, you are not going to take GST because we all know that TDS is not deducted on GST portion. Remember or not? Please tell me. So if the car value is 1.5 crore, which includes 28% GST, exclude GST. Okay. TDS will not be deducted. Tax will not be paid on GST portion. Are you clear? Now, one last question which was asked by, which could have been asked by people. CBDT has already explained in advance. See, when this section came, 194BA, see na here, please. 194BA came when? From which year, from which date it is applicable? 1/4/23, correct? But was the notification of this entire circular there on 1st April 23? Are 1st April 23, CBDT did not notify this rule. They notified later on. Yes or no? So if there is any shortfall in the month of April, in the month of May, because the rule was not there, na? In the month of April and May. Later on it came. So will there be any penal consequences? CBDT said no. There will not be any penal consequences for the TDS deducted till the time the notification was not there. Okay? Which is a very genuine thing which a person can ask for. Yeah. If there was no rule only, how will I come to know what you are thinking at your end, at the back end? So in the month of April, May, till the time the notification was not there, we were deducting as per our knowledge. Yes? We were not aware, na? We will come with A plus D minus B plus C plus E. How will I come to that? What kind of formula that you are going to bring over here? Yes or no? So initial months, April, May, whenever, till the time, whenever it was brought, whenever this rule was brought, till that date, whatever you have deducted, it will be accepted. Okay, don't worry. There will not be any penal consequences on that. So this is what this provision is all about. Very important for exam. And this is the only reason we are keeping this session. Whatever is going to come after this, not very important for exam, honestly speaking. So I'm going ahead with the next few more notifications which are there on the ICAI website. And they have uploaded this in the month of Jan, I guess, in the Board of Studies Knowledge Portal in the form of statutory updates. Okay. So every time just before the exams, 2-3 months before the exam, ICAI uploads some notifications. So we are going to address all of them one by one. Okay. If you have your textbook in front of you, your book 1, color book, you can open section 47(7)(ab). In 47(7)(ab), it is written that if there is a non-resident who is transferring some assets through a recognized stock exchange in IFSC. See my conditions. I have written the conditions on the board anyways, but still you can see it once. So assessee is who? Assessee is a non-resident, correct? If he transfers certain capital assets through a recognized stock exchange in an IFSC, not anywhere else, then his transfer of certain capital assets will be what? Not subject to tax. So there are certain assets mentioned over here. You can check it over here in your book, right? Derivatives are there, etc., etc. Can you see that? 47(7)(ab) in the chapter of non-taxable transfer. Have you seen that? In the chapter of non-taxable transfer in the last 2-3 pages. Have you seen that? Or at least reply.
Yes, sir.
So there you can see there are certain assets which are mentioned in point number 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. line. Okay. So in that they have added few more securities. That's the only amendment. Check please on the board. They have added few more securities. Okay. First one is unit of investment trust, REIT and InvIT. If you have done business trust chapter, then you might be knowing the definition of REITs and InvITs, right? Real estate investment trust, infrastructure investment trust, which comes in business trust. So from here onwards, if a non-resident buys units of investment trust being REITs and InvITs, then that is also not subject to tax. If he sells through a recognized stock exchange in IFSC, yeah, be very careful. That is a very important condition. Okay. Second, unit of a scheme. Now this is a new scheme which is launched by Government of India. A scheme of fund management entity launched under IFSC Fund Management Regulations 2022. Now even honestly speaking, I don't want to talk big. Even I don't know what exactly this unit of a scheme is all about. Okay. This might be some kind of investment opportunity for non-residents in IFSC. Yes. Similar unit of an exchange traded fund launched under IFSC Authority Regulations 2022. So these are the three securities which are added. Okay. In 47(7)(ab). Even in ICI material it is not there because it is added slightly later. So ICI material has also come before that only. Okay. So it was added in September and ICI material was launched before that. So that's the reason the ICI has uploaded separately on their website. Okay. 3 to 4 pages are there, not much. In IDT, there are a lot of amendments if you see. Have you seen? Have you seen? Arey, reply na, I'm talking to. In IDT, how many pages amendment, Raman? 79. Oh, what do you do here in life? You are giving exam or I am giving exams? See this. This is your Board of Studies knowledge portal. Amendments development, final CA. See, direct tax, second one, IDT, third one. Direct tax, C. 5 pages, just. Okay, out of that, the first page is index only. Okay. First page is index, second page onwards, amendment, which we are going to do now one by one. Okay. See, IDTC. IDT 79 pages. Go through it. It is your duty to go through or check some teacher who has uploaded this. Okay. These might be very important. Or tell your respective teacher to do it for you. Okay. Or if it is already covered in your respective batch, then it is fine. Okay. So these are the amendments which are made. There are a lot of amendments made in indirect tax, GST. Only in GST, not in customs. So let's go ahead with the next point. If you have your textbook number 2 in front of you, open the chapter of taxation of dividend, last page. On the last page of taxation of dividend, in the last line, there is a green paragraph where it is written that if one entity is one company is in IFSC, another company is also in IFSC, and if the one company is engaged in the business of leasing in aircraft and another company is also engaged in the leasing of aircraft, check now please. The first company is in IFSC, the second company is in IFSC, the first company is engaged in the leasing of aircraft, the second company is also leasing in aircraft, and the first company has investment in the second one, so the second one will give dividends to the first one, correct? So that is exempt under 1034B. Check please. Right? That we have done it in class. Okay. Now, what is the amendment over here? The amendment is nothing but an extension of the provision. So under 194, you might be knowing that we deduct TDS for dividends. Remember? We deduct TDS for dividends under 194. So in this case, which you are reading just now from your color book, green portion, should there be deduction of TDS? Tell me now. There should not be deduction of TDS, correct? Because the dividend is exempt in the hands of the recipient company. So that is what it is notified in this particular notification through some conditions. They have put some conditions over here. Check it please. The central government wide notification notified that with effect from 1st September 2023, no tax is required to be deducted under 194 from dividend paid by any unit of an IFSC primarily engaged in the business of leasing of an aircraft to a company being a unit of an IFSC again engaged in the business of leasing of aircraft, subject to 2 conditions. Okay. The first condition. Okay. The first condition has to be fulfilled by payee and the second condition has to be fulfilled by the payer. Okay. Now what payee has to do? Payee has to furnish and verify a statement. The payee, that is the recipient, whose TDS might be deducted, he has to give a declaration that the income is exempt under 1034B. Check please. Is it clear? So the payee will give what? A declaration to the payer that my income is exempt under 1034B. Please don't deduct TDS. Okay. Are you clear? What is the payer liable to do? Payer. Then payer will not deduct TDS. But when? After the receipt of declaration. It means till the time the declaration is not received, payer should deduct the TDS. Okay. So payer has to do two things. First of all, he has to consider that whether he has received the declaration or not. Second thing, if he has not deducted, then he has to mention that in the TDS returns. Check please. In the TDS returns, he has to mention TDS returns are filed under section 200 subsection 3. He has to mention that this assessee, we are paying this much dividend, but we are not deducting TDS because this assessee is exempt under 1034B. He has to write this particular thing in the returns. Are you clear? Please tell me. So the payee has to give declaration to the payer, and the payer will not deduct TDS after the receipt of declaration. Before the receipt of declaration, he has to deduct TDS. And once he received the declaration, don't deduct TDS. Just mention in the TDS returns that this assessee is exempt under 1034B. Are you clear? Now, exactly similar amendment is made here also. Check. Same amendment. It's just a difference of what? Lease rental instead of what? Dividends. Check please. And here the assessee is eligible for deduction under 80LA. The payee is eligible for what? Deduction under 80LA. And they are leasing me something. What is that something? They are leasing me some ships or aircraft, something like that. Check please. Exactly the same conditions are there. Same condition. The lessor. Here instead of payer and payee, we are using the word lessor and lessee. The lessor will become payee. Correct? And the lessee will become payer. Correct? Lessee will only pay the rentals. Yes? So here also do not deduct TDS because the other person's income is deductible under chapter 6A 80LA. So the other person has to give a declaration to me that his income is deductible under chapter 6A. After I receive the declaration, I will not deduct TDS. Plus, I will also mention in the TDS returns. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, the next amendment is not actually an amendment. It's an extension of provision which was there earlier. I don't know whether I've told you this in class or not. I don't remember exactly because this was not very important issue. But I'll just try to say once. You only tell me whether you remember or not. We have done one section, very important section, special audit section. When the AO is of the opinion that the books of accounts are complex, voluminous, doubts about the correctness, etc. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Then the AO can direct special audit. Remember or not?
Yes.
And who does special audits? Please tell me. Who will do the special audit?
Chartered account.
Chartered accountants. And who will nominate the chartered accountants?
The principal company.
The principal commissioner, etc. will, excellent beta, will nominate the chartered accountants. And who will pay their fees? Central government. At that time, I guess I have told you the fees is very high. It is 3,750 rupees for non-qualified people per hour and 7,500 for qualified people per hour. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
Everything is same. Nothing changed. It is just that we all know that there is one amendment made by Finance Act 23 which says that now the power under 142A is not only for special audit, but it is also given to the cost accountant. Remember, for valuation of inventory.
Yes, sir.
Remember or not, this is the Finance Act 23 amendment. So wherever there was a chartered accountant, they have put the word cost accountant. That's it. Check. This is the only amendment. Check it, please. Rest all monetary limits and all are same only. You can check. So earlier only auditor used to do audit. Now inventory valuation can also be done by what? Cost accountant. Are you clear? Tell me, please.
Yes, sir.
So these are some of the amendments which are there over here. Apart from that, there is one more amendment that I would just like to make the change directly in your book itself. If you open your book 1, PGBP, page number 4.5. PGBP, page number 4.5. Okay. So there you can see over here. I'll just repeat the provision for you all once. so that you understand exactly what I'm trying to say. You can read and try to recall if you want once. Anyways, I am going to say that. So in this section, there are certain expenses like I am highlighting that beta. Preparation of feasibility study, project report, market survey expenses, engineering services. Okay. This and this. Now, what used to happen till last year? These expenses were allowed if it is conducted by an approved concern. Okay. So it was allowed if it is conducted by an approved concern. But now the government has removed the condition of approved concern and they have said that you don't have to go to an approved concern and get it approved. Do it yourself and file a statement. Okay. Do it yourself and file a statement to CBDT within a prescribed period. Can you see this? So the CBDT has now notified the prescribed period. Just write down over here. That is within 1 month, with 1 month prior to the due date of filing of return. That prescribed period is prescribed by CBDT now. Okay. What is that prescribed period? Tell me please. 1 month prior to the due date of filing of return. Is it clear? So they have prescribed that. Okay. And one last amendment is there that we have already done in class itself. If you remember in TDS, see on the board. See on the board. In 194A, which is for deduction of interest TDS, there is one certificate, Mahila Samman saving certificate, which I have told you in class itself. If you remember, it is there in our book also. You can open 194A. Mahila Samman saving certificate. I have told you for women's, the government has made this certificate that the woman can buy this certificate. They will be getting some good amount of interest on this. Okay. So that is already mentioned because at that time this notification has come earlier. Okay. On 16th of May only it has come, and at that time our batch was started also. Yes. So that's the reason for safer side I included that in our book. That's it. These are the few amendments which are there in your syllabus. Apart from this, nothing else is there. Everything is updated. Okay. Already the book which is there in front of you is fully updated. You don't have to worry about anything now. Just make sure that you add these things, these two topics. Not two topics, these two files. Okay. This last chapter, which one? This last chapter which I have given you of online games. Okay. And especially this small file in which I have made some examples. Okay. This is going to be very important for you. Now, whatever is pending from my side, I'll be doing it. Don't worry. I have to put revision videos for you all in full English. I'll be putting that. Don't worry. That is my commitment and I'm going to fulfill that. Plus, I'm also going to put the case laws lecture because on case laws also there are some additions over here. You can check it over here. One is judicial update, one is statutory update. Can you see this? So there are some case laws also which are added by ICI very recently on the website. So these are also I'm going to upload the lecture on YouTube. Don't worry about it. Okay. Apart from that, whatever I've done in the last batch, all those things I'm going to do it for you all also. For MCQ also, I've shared the file with you all. That whatever MCQs are there on the ICI portal, I've made a file and I've shared it with you all. I guess all of you have that, right? I'm going to make a video on that also in full English. And last but not least, in the month of April, that is 1 month prior to your exams, I'm going to put a video on the compilation of RTPs, MTPs and exam papers, which 18 papers which we have done it in class. Practically, it is not possible to do all those before exams because it took around 15 to 20 hours to complete all those things. Now, that much time we don't have between two papers. So, just like the last time, I'm going to put a compilation video in which we can complete all of them in 4 to 5 hours. Okay. I'm going to do all those things for both the language. Don't worry. Just give me some time because it's a very, very difficult task to speak so fast, especially in English. I'm not that fluent in English. For every sentence which I say, I have to put a lot of efforts, especially in English. In Hindi, I don't have to put any effort. It just comes out of my mouth like that only. So it takes a lot of time to record an English lecture. I have been doing that for the past batch. I'll be doing it for you all also. Don't worry about it. Okay. So that's it.